I mean, I think right now the personal interactions I have with folks that keep me in it is an authenticity to the relationship. And, as in the position that I currently hold, I'm a mentor and a coach. And so that mentoring and coaching relationship is, I think, the most rewarding piece, because certainly I have to think about, what do federal guidelines say about this AmeriCorps program, or are we making sure that XYZ piece is getting done? But that's really, I think, at the foundation. And the things that really, I think, keep me going are those relationships with the individuals that go through our program. So hearing throughout the process, you've really helped me with, talking to my supervisor in a much more productive way. Or you've helped me see why education and post-secondary education is important, and I'm going to go and apply for college when I'm done with this program. Or just, a shift in attitude or worldview, I think, is one of the biggest pieces. If somebody comes into the program and maybe they don't know a lot about, diversity and inclusivity and equity issues, and going through our program at the end, that, you see this light bulb turn on, and they're like, oh, now that I see things like that, I couldn't ever imagine going back to that sort of mindset and mentality where I put people in little boxes and we're all separate, and maybe there's some sort of prejudices that I bring along to that. When people's worldview opens, I think that's one of the best pieces of that.
So, so you work with an organization that has got its hands in a lot of different things. Do you find that the things that you're personally passionate about, that you can align that with your work most of the time, or do you do other ways that you can demonstrate, like leadership or be organized with other folks outside the context of that work?
Yeah, I mean, I think because I work for an organization like Pillsbury United Communities, which is fairly unique in, I think, its operating philosophies. There's a lot of flexibility, a lot of freedom. If you have a good idea, you're really encouraged to run with it. And I think that's why Pillsbury's been around for so long, is because it prides itself, I think, on being nimble and changing course and being responsive to communities and listening to staff folks. Certainly I have my job description, and here's what you have to do, and the parameters. But if you want to go above and beyond that, you certainly have that ability to do it. And so a lot of my own personal growth and leadership development has been through my position at Pillsbury. But kind of in addition to that, I do some other things. Sit on a couple of other boards. Lend myself for informational interviews or kind of individual mentoring sessions with individuals that might ask for that. I sit on the board of Youth Prize right now, which is an organization focused on youth voice and out of school time, and this idea that learning is not just about what happens in the classroom, but it's about all these other things that are, out of school time. If you're, in extracurricular activities, or you're volunteering, or you're involved in a religious community, those are all things that also contribute to your learning. And so having those sorts of quality experiences lend themselves to higher academic levels, academic attainment in the classroom. So I do some of those other things as well, but really within my job at Pillsbury, there's a lot of flexibility and creativity that we can have.